It might be illegal, it might be immoral, it might be a cause for cancer, but in this video we are going to discuss why are people deleting their DPF, and also we are going to discuss how they are doing it. A diesel particulate filter is a device that is able to catch, store and later burn the particulates generated when burning the fuel. This type of device in time will reduce its efficiency. It will reduce its efficiency because it is accumulating ash, ash being a byproduct of regeneration, a byproduct that cannot be sorted out without physically removing the filter. The things that we need to explore are the scenarios where this part stops being efficient to the level at which we're starting to see check engine lights on, maybe limp mode, reduction in performance, and also a sign that is able to show that the DPF is starting to be inefficient will be frequent regeneration. Once we have these symptoms, the car will most likely be diagnosed with a faulty DPF, and a faulty DPF replacement at a dealership might be very expensive. This is one of the reasons, or this is one of the scenarios in which the customer is exploring other options, and deleting the DPF is one of them. Another scenario that we could consider is if someone wants more performance, if someone wants a stage 2 remap from their engine. To get more power, you need to burn more fuel. If you burn more fuel, you have more heat in the exhaust, you have more fumes in the exhaust. Something that is in the exhaust and limits the amount of heat and fumes that you're able to output is the DPF. This will be another cause or another scenario in which someone will be exploring ways of deleting the DPF. We know the why, now let's explore the how. How do we delete a DPF? The general steps for doing this will involve mechanically removing the DPF filter, quite self-explanatory, and after that disabling the DPF functionality from the ECU of the car. For the first bit, we remove our filter and we have two options. We have the option of using this casing and opening it up and removing the DPF filtering element. In a DPF similar to this one, we will have two components. We will have a diesel oxidation catalyst in the first part and the DPF in the second part. We are mainly going after the second part. It will be opened, that ceramic will be smashed and the assembly resealed and refitted to the car. A more elegant option, an option that is usually used when the aim is to remap the engine and we want a performance gain. Also, it is an option that is used when the DPF is in good working condition. Rather than replacing or rather than modifying this assembly, we buy a DPF Delete kit, a DPF Delete kit that will replace this assembly. Will have the same type of flange to connect to the turbo, the same type of flange to connect to the exhaust, same ports to fit the sensors, and hopefully, if it is well made, the same mounting points to be connected to your engine. The last part of our story is reflashing the ECU, disabling DPF functionality. At this point you might explore some other options like removing your EGR, options like getting a stage 1 remap or a stage 2 remap. When doing this, be mindful of the condition of your car, especially on high mileage cars. An aggressive remap might lead to other problems. Also, should you be working with a tuner, that person should be able to advise you on what is appropriate for your car, taking into account the condition of your intake, pressure piping, how well serviced your gearbox is. This being said, I hope that this video was helpful. If I forgot something, let me know in the comments below. If you want to work with me on a project, get in touch using the links below. And that being said, I will be seeing you in the next one.